Check. What up?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not Martin, y'all. But of course, it's Thursday. That means it's Thursday night school. If you see these three people across the side away from me, not the ugly guy to my left.
Yeah.
We have special guests in the building. Of course, I'm your host, DJ Spotted the Don, with my host, DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D, and this is Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got some guests, like my boy said. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, man? Who we got tonight?
We got Castro's Finest in the building.
Okay.
Representing. My name is Kenneth.
Shout out.
My name is David, CEO of Plugged In. So we help
right.
curate the event.
What's up?
And I'm Jihad, CEO of Castro's Finest.
What's up? Castro's Finest.
Castro's Finest. All right.
So I appreciate y'all coming out. I'm just gonna be honest for everybody out here listening, everybody watching. I really have no idea who y'all are, which is like on some respect stuff because y'all hit us up on some, saw us being promoters and college radio shows. So we appreciate y'all reaching out to us. So we had to show the love back. But tell the world about y'all a little bit. Like, what do y'all do? Where y'all from? Just give a little bit of a little brief history for us.
Yeah, so we're from New York, New Jersey, and
Northern is always coming down. Carpetbaggers.
Always got
Jersey
them. Always
boys.
got them. Always got them.
Always coming. Sorry to interrupt. I just like the Southerner in me just came out.
Nah,
we know you're all welcome to come up north and
You're-
share with us in New York.
Hey, watch! Don't do it in the wrong area. You might get beat up for that.
Oh yeah. You're right. I got to make sure my lingo right. Okay.
So basically, I'm the CEO of Plugged In app,
Yeah.
and what we do is we curate events and projects. So we can do anything from like a concert to like a dinner.
Awesome.
And Castro's Finest came to us with this concept to do a concert, and we were like, all right, let's make it happen. And we booked Rum Jungle. It's
Nice.
a Caribbean vibe. So
Absolutely,
we thought that Hood Celebrity would be perfect for it.
Absolutely.
And she's about to drop a new track, Nationality. She's about to come back on the map. So we're going to get everything popping right here in Orlando.
And Rum
Definitely.
Jungle is big.
Rum
out
Jungle.
here. Yeah. Anybody who knows any West Indian events out here.
All your people up in there.
All my,
the
straight up,
Guyanese,
straight
the
up,
Trinidadians.
I see so many
Guyanese,
cousins and
Guyanese.
third,
You know what I'm saying?
third aunties and uncles there that
Look,
I ain't
man,
never even known.
I'm from the
like,
Black Caribbean islands. None of us is in there.
Now you got about having them in there.
We
man.
go, but we don't own
when
it.
You have hood celebrity, when you have hood celebrity, yeah.
Yeah, but I think honestly, Hood Celebrity is a definitely dope person to have in there. She's one of my favorite artists from the islands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely unique. That the way her New York swag has now turned more feminine, and definitely that gives an androgynous style. So I'm definitely really interested in seeing what she does, man.
Yeah, she's amazing live too. That's like one thing, man. I saw her live out in the PlayStation Theater a couple years back,
Nice.
and the energy that she brings is not second to none. So if anybody's available on Sunday and you're looking for some good vibes, definitely
Come out to Rum
mess with
Jungle.
us.
Come out to Rum Jungle. So how long y'all been doing this, man, with the Plugged In app and everything?
Castro's Finest was founded, I think, 2017. 2017. But we've been promoting for a while. It's just, we were putting money into just the nightclubs pockets. We sat down and we got to really do this ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
we got the show moving. We moving all the pieces. So why not?
Take care of yourself.
For sure. So he made sure we did that. So
Dope.
Yeah,
This
and
is-
Plugged In's been like 3 years. It's been a concept for 5 years. And then I was just like, you know what? Technology is the future. Like, let me just jump in. Let me see what happens. And, our fallback is we're a creative agency. So we produce original content and we produce events from scratch. So, that's our exit, basically. It's like, we don't, the tech is great, but you know how that goes. There's only certain apps that make
absolutely.
it. So.
And honestly, I work in the tech world, so I work for an advertising technology company. So we do work with apps and stuff like that. So that's interesting that you work for an app and you do stuff for events and stuff like that, and where you kind of collide both worlds. There's not very many apps that do that space where you kind of. I met some apps where you just buy tickets online, of course.
Yeah.
But where you're actually interacting with the creative and interacting with the concert experience, something definitely unique.
Yeah, and also brands as well. So the hat that I have on is a sponsor. It's Cult of Individuality. They're, we support them. We bring artists to them. We'll do like influencer marketing for them.
Nice.
And, we have a lot of fashion brands that we do that with. So we can like style artists from scratch,
All in one stop
Yeah,
shop.
and then we have some chefs that we work with. So
Oh, they got food.
I'm saying
they got music.
They got hats.
I'm saying, you guys are good. You already know.
We literally plugged in. You know what I'm saying?
We plugged in, man.
Plugged in.
We not only got the venue, we got the club to go to.
Oh, yeah.
We got the food to eat.
Facts.
And then we also got the apparel. So we Gucci. We Gucci, man.
A whole one deal right here.
Quit my job and everything.
No, hold up.
Well,
You're right.
Not yet.
You're right. I got rent.
You just got the connection.
do that, yeah.
We only get in the club. We got to pay for the bottles. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
I
mean,
got you.
you got the bottles?
I mean, we might have one on the house for you.
All right, there you go.
So we got the bottle sponsored.
One on the house, and then we split it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're good at Bel Air. So shout out Bel Air. Shout out Sarah from Bel Air.
Dope.
Respect.
So how did when y'all went from promoting for other people to yourselves? How was that journey going from that step to the next step? How difficult was that transition for y'all?
It wasn't really difficult. We had all the connections, man. It's all about just really resources, So we had the resources and just doing it, making sure we're getting registered with the state and the city and all that.
Because they'll come after you.
They will.
Oh shit.
They will.
Yeah. So
That's
good. But he could probably tell you a little bit more about that because he's the mastermind behind all of it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say the mastermind. To be for real, I actually got the idea from him and his cousin. That's how we started it.
That's humble.
Yeah, and then we just.
I mean, if y'all you put your name out there, you gave them the 2 cents. You're still a part of it. That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we in this for the long haul, man.
And that's good. But so y'all been in Orlando based, or y'all been in New York and Jersey based?
Yeah, so this is my second time in Orlando. I was here the other week. I saw DJ MK. Shout out DJ MK.
Shout out.
I saw her last night, by the way, at the event at Millennium Music.
Yeah.
So she's definitely in the streets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we went to Beacham. They took care of me there. DJ D Strong was out there.
Shout out.
Brittany Elise, she's actually hosting the event. And then MK's on the turntables. But yeah, I mean, Orlando's been great. It's really been home, home away from home. One day they accepted us and they took us in.
That's dope.
Yeah, we love Orlando. It's gonna be our
even
first
here,
of
you guys
many
are
events out here.
No, that's good.
Dope.
Sure.
That's dope.
That's dope. I mean, you guys got a really good venue. I'm telling you, Rum Jungle. I mean, have any of y'all been actually to Rum Jungle? Any of their events?
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
we went a couple times.
We did. Yeah.
I love it. The stage is good. It's perfect for hood celebrity.
Yeah.
Nice. Since the island crowd's there, the bars are huge. So that's as a drinker. Yeah,
it's called Rum Jungle.
It's called Rum Jungle, and I drink a lot of rum. So anybody who drinks, go there. The drinks are great.
We went there for Walshy Fire, so that's to show you how it's a perfect venue. You know what I'm saying? Walshy Fire, dude from Major Lazer, just straight
Rum
Caribbean
and bass.
vibes, and DJ Private Ryan I think was
Private
there.
Ryan was there, yeah.
So straight, just dancehall soca vibes. But it's such a good venue because it's huge, man. I always tell people, it's almost like 2 clubs in one. Yeah, when you go there, you're gonna look at it, you're gonna be like, dang, this is huge. They basically rented out like a store in a plaza, and then they called it a club. That's essentially what
it is.
Whatever it works.
Yeah, trust me, it's from the masterminds that were behind Lux for a while.
Yes.
And so they took what they were doing really at Lux.
If you are Orlando based, and if you know Orlando, Lux was the West Indian spot for I want to say 10 years, bro.
Straight.
Solid 2000 to 2010, maybe 2015-ish. Lux was the Rum Jungle back in the day. So basically when that shut down, the masterminds ended up coming up and creating Rum Jungle, and it's been popping ever since.
Yeah, shout out Ronnie, the owner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
So we actually got in touch with Ronnie through my CFO, Sean. He told us about Rum Jungle, and we were like, we didn't ever do anything in Orlando, but we're like, you know what? Hey, we got the plug. Ronnie, we're going in there.
That's good. So as far as the events you have coming up, besides Hood Celebrity, we're going to be there.
We will be there.
What target are you just trying to target the Caribbean market? Are you trying? How are you trying to do a lot of different genres of events? What are y'all trying to do outside of this first event?
Yeah, so for Castro's Finest, I think.
Yeah, so for Castro's Finest, Caribbean, that's the new wave. You know what I mean? So we definitely gonna do a lot of Caribbean, but we doing all types of genres, man.
Everything.
Everything.
And the another big thing we're gonna get into is festivals and concerts.
Yeah.
Right.
we really want to lean more to that rather than just just the nightclubs. Like we want a couple day festivals, but we got some things in the works that we don't want to say too much about yet.
Yeah, we got some things in the works though. We got some things in the works.
You can't say anything because the contracts are signed.
Secret, top secret.
That's
you know what I
mean? Like they said, you got to clear stuff with the state and everything. So you got to make sure.
We'll have a plug. We plugged in. Though,
we plugged in now.
We slide
I'm gonna say that every time now.
Y'all want plugged in, and we're plugged in.
We just gonna have a mid intermission be like, this podcast is brought to you by Plugged In
and Castro's Finest.
I mean, I always think everyone's plugged in because everyone has their own connects and plugs. So it's like we wouldn't be plugged in if we didn't have y'all, because you guys led us to college.
No problem.
So it's like for us, we may have connects, but we don't have all the connects.
No, that's true. And it's the same thing how you're saying with the apparel and the hat that you're saying. Like, you represent other people, you help them out, you help network, and we help them. So
exactly,
it's all about platforming, man. That's why we had y'all here, and it's dope, man. It's dope that we get to have just some randoms, but like actually out here promoting stuff that's part of the culture.
Part of the culture. That's one thing as far as our platform, especially. We have our own little showcases and stuff like that. So we do work with local artists and stuff. So it's important to understand seeing how networking actually works in real life.
For sure. Like,
you might get hit up by somebody on the DM. You might not know them from a can of paint, but you meet up somewhere mutual. You have a conversation. You understand what they're about. Understand what you're about.
Yeah.
And that could just lead to something beautiful. Whether it's a performance, whether it's another opportunity, whether it's actually just, I just know this guy now.
Whether it's me quitting my job because I'm plugged in now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, training producers, so all of a sudden you get a beat, you get a placement.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's like that's we also have Liana Banks on the bill for the show, and she wrote P&B Rock Selfish.
Ooh. Oh, shout out.
Shout out. Random name drops.
A little humble brag right there.
So it's like, she's a writer. She's got a lot of other stuff going on, with writing. So that's always opportunities for placements.
Yeah, definitely. So what else do you guys do? You're doing the app and we work sort of thing. Do y'all do something outside of Castro's Finest that
y'all rap,
brings you down here? What brought you in the creative space?
Coming out.
Yeah, y'all to fire SoundCloud. Y'all want to drop?
Well, I'll put up a beat if y'all rappers.
I'm fully into the Castro's Finest. Aside to my little, not my side job, that I do to pay the bills. It's all Castro's Finest for now. We're gonna branch off and explore other options down the line, but we really want to make sure we take off on this market. And I like the fact that you guys say that a lot of local artists, because that's one thing that we really want to focus on too, is local artists. Like, let's say we have a headliner, we want that city's up and comers to make sure
we definitely gonna talk into this.
Yeah.
Because Orlando Passport is coming back March 22nd, y'all.
Is back. In case for those who don't know, listening and to y'all, of course, we do have an event that we do pretty much annually, sometimes 2 times a year.
Yeah, we're doing it every month now.
Yeah, we trying to really push it more, but we did a great event last year where we just have a bunch of local talented artists, singers, dancers, performers, rappers, really all come out there. And we just having basically like a show. You know what I mean? We have judges. I was one of the judges. It was cool. I was doing my British accent like Simon Cowell.
I tried to get him to stop, but he insisted.
I was like, it's a no for me. But
the whole showcase.
It's a no for me, dog. Like, it was horrible.
When I say the whole showcase, top to bottom, I'm like,
nah. And I tried, man. I tried my hardest.
Stop.
Because I'm brown skinned, man. I could pass for being British. You know what I'm saying? They don't know where I'm from. But so it was a great event. We had maybe 10 really good performers. I'm talking from Tampa, Jacksonville, South Florida,
all came down.
St. Pete, and it was great. So
it seems like Florida supports each other.
Absolutely.
Well.
It took us a while to get there.
Now we on the map.
I think the best thing, now that you're in Orlando, the best thing I can tell you about Orlando, me and Trini talk about it all the time. Orlando is the crossroad of Florida.
Yes. So
if you want to go to Jacksonville, you kind of stop by Orlando because it's right there. 2 hours from Jacksonville. Miami's in between. Tampa's in between.
It takes 2-3 hours to get to anywhere from Orlando. Yeah. So it's really the hub.
Cool.
So it's really the hub. It is the entertainment hub outside of Miami. So everybody comes here. I think most important thing is that people understand that the biggest college in the state is here.
Shout out.
The biggest private school for music, Full Sail. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my Full Sailors.
Yeah, shout out Full Sail.
You know what I'm saying? We come here. People come to go to school here to learn how to be producers, learn how to be recording artists, learn how to be sound engineers, learn how to be movie directors and stuff like that.
And then we moved to Hollywood.
And then, for the most part,
90% of the people from here
until we get our entertainment situation back. Thank you, Rick Scott. Fuck you. Anyway. I said it. Anyway, get voted out. Go, everybody, go vote. Super Tuesday. Anyway, the fact that you come to Orlando means a lot here.
Yeah.
You kind of see now that the entertainment industry, as far as music, is blowing up here. You got Glock 9, got signed. Rod Wave blowing up in Central Florida. He lives in Orlando.
Shout out Rod Wave.
Yeah, Rod Wave just sold out Rum
Hey,
Jungle.
Rod Wave, if
He
you're
sold
hearing
out
this,
Rum
man,
Jungle, by
let's
the way.
network.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
like,
Danny Towers blowing up.
Danny
and stuff.
Towers blowing
Towers,
up.
yeah.
Kasky already was gone and went.
A lot of Orlando heads.
Old Town Marco. You know, we have a lot of people here in Orlando who come, learn, grow, and Danny Lee lived in Orlando for a while.
Yeah, Danny Lee.
Yeah, so like, the thing about it is Orlando is a melting pot, but it's also a launching pad. And one thing about it is, I was talking, they even said it the other day at the Millennium Studio. It's like the quicker that, or the better Orlando's coming faster and faster coming together, the quicker that shows like y'all is going to be even more packed with local artists. Yeah. Shows like yours is going to be able to be a platform. Now that they're actually taking it seriously, I can come here and actually get a real gig and get signed.
Yeah.
Even after Universal Music left, even after Disney left, they can come here, live here.
You can have the independent circle, the whole downtown circuit, the whole UCF circuit, the whole Full Sail circuit, like you mentioned. Like, there's just so many avenues here in terms of the music game. So,
yeah, and then Disney's here, so Disney Plus. I mean, that's a content platform, so that's like placements galore.
Huge. And you guys don't live here in Orlando. Let me tell y'all, Disney is huge.
Disney's half the city, bro.
The Disney is like you know somebody that works there. Damn near everybody got a Disney pass. So like, and like I know people that work at Disney or work at Universal that got that SoundCloud mixtape. So it's like everybody's a hustler, but they still do that Orlando job, and it's like this is really the platform for it. So it's dope that y'all are out here, man. Before we let y'all go, one time plug yourselves real quick. Where can we find y'all? Where can we follow
and plug
y'all?
The show,
please.
Tickets, all that stuff.
Yeah, we can give away some tickets on the show right now. I mean,
absolutely, yeah. If you tuned in right now, anybody right now, just comment and we'll give you some tickets right now. Give you 2 free tickets.
2 free tickets to Hood Celebrity.
Rum Jungle this Sunday.
I didn't do it as good as her though.
Me and Spider finna be out there, you know what I'm saying? He got the bottles on Spider. That's what he said.
Look, I'm about to leave. I'm on a budget.
Let them know the main Instagram.
Yeah. So the link is in my bio. Castro at Castro's. Oh, my bad. Castros.finest.entertainment_. I mean, that's where you get your purchase your tickets at. So come out. It's gonna be.
Say
lit
one more
this
time.
Sunday,
Castros.finest.entertainment_. There you go.
Yeah, you can find Plugged In App at Plugged In App, PLUGDINAPP. And my personal Instagram is DJ Montini11. I do not DJ.
That's
my middle name. My Instagram is just K with the period and then Roman numeral 3, so K period I.
Okay, so most important thing is Rum Jungle this Sunday.
Yes.
What time is it going down? So I can be dressed in my finest to see Hood Celebrity. My girlfriend gonna be jealous. I'm getting dressed for some other bitch. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Did you bringing your girl there or not? I was like, it's Hood Celebrity, bro.
Look, she gets Valentine's Day on Friday. Sunday, so God and me.
You give her Friday and Saturday, right? You
exactly.
The 14th and the day after.
Yeah.
Or it's a good Now gift, surprise your girl, tell her she's your walking trophy.
There you go. There you go. Be like, you my Hood Celebrity, baby.
Now you just tell her you're the walking trophy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
He's like, now I gotta bring her. He's like, now I gotta bring her.
Girl, this song's for you. Oh my God, I never heard this song.
And then bump on it,
You know what I'm saying? That's
the transition,
I'm saying right there.
But yeah, what time is it starting at? What time is it going down?
So doors open at 8 o'clock, and Hood Celebrity will probably go on, around 10, 11, 12. We want you to be there for the opener, so we don't want it spoiled when she's actually getting on.
Absolutely.
Definitely come out and see the openers. Tiffany Hilton is actually a local Orlando artist that we booked as well. So shout out Tiffany. She actually just dropped a new track called Flavor. So go get that.
Dope. So Orlando artists are being on the bill.
Artists, there is artists on the bill. And hey, if a Caribbean artist is out there and they want to shoot us an email with their music, we have a space for like 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2 more openers.
If you got good dance hall music, right?
Yeah, we need to keep it
dance hall music.
We want the Caribbean vibes.
We don't want no bad music in here, y'all.
No side.
Nah. Good dance hall music, eh?
Yes, sir.
I put it in a trash bin, man.
Yeah, we want to support Orlando.
Trash.
Basura. Well, anyways, yo, thank y'all so much for coming through, man. I really appreciate y'all just reaching out on some networking. Like, that's some beautiful stuff. We'll definitely be out there supporting. Before we go, Ari A. Sims did comment back just saying, yo, so she definitely won those tickets. You know what I'm saying? All I said was comment, she did it. So shout out to Ari. I did say that she going to get 2 tickets. We'll get that to you. We got your contact.
Yeah, we're going to DM you.
Yeah,
we'll give you a link.
For sure.
Definitely.
Sure.
But we'll be out there. Us. Yeah, of course. Rum Jungle this Sunday. Make sure y'all come through. Hood Celebrity will be there.
Castro's finest
plugged in app. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Once again, this Sunday, y'all, 8 p.m. Be there early. Yes. Rum Jungle is going to be packed.
There's always a line.
That line is going to be stretched all the way down.
You don't want to be sitting in that line, I'm telling you, because we're going to have some great artists on the inside and ain't no party on the outside.
There you go. Hey, speaking of, I mean, we on the guest list? Because, I mean, you can walk right past the line.
Already know, man.
Y'all already know.
I said y'all VIP.
I'm trying to walk past every girl in line. Like,
with the shades on, though.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
With the shades
polarized.
We got VIP packages if y'all don't want to wait in the general admission line.
There you go.
Don't be regular.
We got a couple of those left, so jump on them.
Make sure you hit us up. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. For sure.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night. Once again, Castro's Finest and, of course, Plugged In app. Check them out on Instagram. Check them out on Facebook. Anywhere you can check them out. Please be in the building on Sunday, all right?
Yes, sir. This is still Thursday Night School because we do have some music to go through for y'all. We do got some news to wrap up from y'all. We got a lot of brand new stuff that did happen this week, some gossip and all that. So we are just still continuing the show, just trying to keep it going, trying to keep the flow going. One of the things that happened this past week that I do want to talk about with Spider when he does get back out here is some Twitter beef that has been going on still, continuing from last week. We did have some stuff going on with the Gayle King interview that she did do with Lisa Leslie. We were talking a lot about that with Kobe. Have a good night, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. We're talking about that with Kobe and Lisa Leslie.
Oh, yeah.
And Gayle King.
But it got pretty hot.
It did. And let me just scoot back over here.
He trying to make a chair transition.
Oh, yeah. So in Thursday Night School, we now have guests on our shows, and then we cut to commercial, and then we come back with a new skit. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just saw the 30 seconds just blanked out. I don't know if y'all really watching.
Oh, yeah. I was out here plugging out certain apps and stuff like that. So I was mentioning how we were updating on the Gayle King and Kobe Bryant situation. Gayle King apologized right on the same day that we had the show last time, and Twitter wasn't having it.
My situation with that is Twitter wasn't having it. The nation had to accept it. The problem with the nation is that the media is going to take it and jump on it and make the apology. You can't jump on Gayle King like that, which was really annoying. She needed to be held accountable. I like the fact that she held herself accountable.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel okay with what happened. I don't feel okay with what Snoop Dogg did with what he was calling her out of her name.
I don't. That was very insulting.
Very insulting. And then I do appreciate Snoop Dogg for apologizing after he had a talk with his mama. Mama had to step in.
Yes. But also we had Matt Barnes.
Oh, Matt Barnes talked about it?
Matt Barnes came in and pretty much roasted Gayle King and Jason Whitlock. We won't have to repeat what they said.
Oh, yeah. Jason Whitlock deserved to get roasted.
Yeah, absolutely.
He talks a lot of bull.
He does. And I don't like how he kind of continued on with this, like, instigation of this whole situation, too. So it's sad, man. But, like, speaking on what you were talking about with Gayle, I feel like she's trying her best. You know, she even said, "Thank you, Snoop. I still love you," after Snoop did the apology. Yeah. And I think that is still good. You know, we in Valentine's Day. We in here on the season of love. But
let's be real. Gayle has been class throughout. Even though when she messes up, she's still class.
Professional.
Very professional.
Professional. But I still think that she is on probation, like Twitter said. I still think
That's fair.
We still do need to question why she hasn't interviewed certain other people. You know
That's
what I mean?
very fair.
Like certain white people that have been on trial or didn't get the chance to stand a trial. But yeah, that's really what happened in terms of what happened to follow up on that. Because Snoop Dogg did apologize for it. And that's, Snoop Dogg is a huge point of this culture. He's really become Uncle Snoop.
Yeah, he's now he is the equivalent of Pops right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
He's early.
Did you just
It's a little early.
Dang.
But how he steps in and talks about, he's like the real life equivalent of Pops.
He just said Snoop Dogg is the real life equivalent of Pops.
But is that too far?
I think that might be the greatest analogy you've ever made on the show, sir. Like, honestly, man, I'm being honest with you because, first of all, rest in peace, Pops. That's such a hard person to emulate. And also, man, it's Pops. Like, nobody could top him. But we talked about how they're doing the new Friday.
Yeah.
I'm not saying put him as Pops.
Maybe like Pop's cousin.
But like Pop's cousin or Pop's brother or Pop's other, like
the baby brother that we haven't met yet.
Baby brother never met. Yeah, Pop's had an unsolicited bastard child or something like that.
Yeah.
Snoop would be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But Uncle Snoop has really become the Pops of the culture. So it's important when he calls out people. It's important when he apologizes to them too. So.
And also, Ari, our homegirl, Ari, who did win the tickets for this weekend.
Shouts to you.
Boozy and Michael Blackson also called out Gayle King as well.
Yes, they did.
I feel like Michael Blackson really, honestly.
Speaking of Friday.
But I feel like Boozy, he just doesn't have the level of tact.
Yeah.
And culture. Like, Snoop's cultural relevance is here. You know what I'm saying? It's high.
Yeah.
Boozy's cultural relevance, even though it's really strong in the South, but as far as in the entire game of hip hop, it's nowhere near matches Snoop's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Michael Blackson, nah. You're funny, but nah, bro. Like, stick to being a comedian. You're not. D.L. Hughley is the comedian I want to hear on about this.
Oh, my God.
Steve Harvey's the type of comedian I want to hear about this.
Absolutely. The kings of comedy.
Yeah, like you have yet to be that level, that tier. I love you, Michael Blackson. You money sucker. I love you, but no.
I can't get jiggy with this. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I am not a fan of him. I think at first when I saw him come back with this character, because he wasn't really doing it for a while. Next Friday came out like 2001, and he disappeared for like 10 years. Or maybe he was there, just not really.
Yeah, he got on some shows with Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out.
But that's when
he's a smaller movie roles as well.
He came back on Wild 'N Out, but that was still like at least 10 years after the fact. So I was just like, when he first came back, I was like, yo, I'm happy for him. Like I like to see somebody get your money. But then I'm like, bro, you are overplaying this character. And I know it's really him, but I'm just like, nah, it's not funny anymore. You know what I mean?
It's because he's a hyper turned up version of him, a hyper African turned up version.
Absolutely. And I think like to me, not to give him a bad comparison, but it's like the Tyler Perry Madea thing, man. I know a lot of people hate him and that character for a lot of other reasons too. But to me, you're playing too much onto that character. Like you just over exaggerated, like you said. So he has absolutely no credibility in saying anything. Boozy, maybe. Because there's a lot of people who would look up to Boozy before they look up to Snoop. And I'm talking about people from the South.
Yeah, but...
You know what I mean?
But it's different.
It's different, though.
Because Snoop has a different level of cachet and different level of history.
Snoop's been on, like, professional shows. Snoop's been through professional stuff. Snoop actually has credibility to have a
when you
word.
look at sales and how long Snoop's been in the game...
Actually, good point. Yeah, let me just stop right there.
No, but, but you're right. Like, people like in Louisiana...
They will listen to Boozy.
Atlanta, Alabama, Florida. You know what I mean?
But you're right. The level of credibility that Snoop has just on paper,
nah,
you can't top that. Nah, Snoop is Snoop.
And that's the reason why, like, Boozy's getting good at social media. Snoop's been good at social media. He has his own podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean,
like I said, when you have shows with Martha Stewart,
both being in jail. Y'all better in jail. Y'all best friends now. She's a gangster because she ain't snitch.
Yeah, Boozy is just like another Plies at this point. Just really good for his culture and great on camera, hilarious. But nah, I agree. Uncle Snoop is Uncle Snoop. So.
Yeah, we talking about honorary Kappa Boozy.
Shimmy Boozy.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, shimmy. But I feel like the fact that Snoop, even Snoop even got a E40 and the homeboy from I can't remember his name. I really feel bad. He's a rap legend out west.
Mr. Fab.
Not Mr. Fab. It starts with R. But the fact that he got those two legends to sit down and have a conversation and end their beef over like this amount of time.
Okay.
Like he's that level where he can call you. Let's shut the beef down.
Snoop.
Yeah.
He really is. It's probably because he has some really good weed that he brings. I mean.
Shit.
He's been known for that, you know what I'm saying? So he's like
he's been known to put some legendary weed smokers on their butt.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's been known to smoke with the best, you know?
Exactly.
And that's why he's Uncle Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like he was smoking that before it was legal, before it was legal anywhere, before it was even close to being legal.
When he was smoking it before everybody really knew that the only people who smoked more than him was Woody Nelson and Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He's that level of status in the weed history.
He's the stoner capital, man. Like if there was a Mount Rushmore of stoners, like you said, Cheech and Chong, Willie Nelson, Snoop Dogg. That's literally it. That's literally it.
But let's go on to another topic that really has been blowing up the internet.
Yes, sir.
And honestly, I really want to know how you feel about this next topic.
Real quick. Ari said Martha, a whole OG, 10 toes.
Look, Martha Stewart
Shout
is
out.
an OG. She probably got gang members in whatever jail she was at. They call her OG Martha Triple OG.
People call her, be like, Martha, I'm going to the pen. Be like, I got you. Let me make a couple calls. Make a couple calls. Make sure you safe.
Exactly.
What story's been going on in the news?
So D Wade.
Yes, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Tyrone Wade Jr.
I decided to stop because I knew he was going to say all things.
Yo, Dwayne Wade, I love you, man. What's up with Dwayne Wade?
His 12-year-old now wanted to transition.
Yes.
Has now come into this world to be the thought process that they want to transition from being a male to a female.
Yes.
She now has changed her name from Zaya to Zaya.
Yes.
This has been a thing. Like when they were 12, 11 years old, they actually went to LGBTQ parade down in Miami.
Yes.
So the internet went crazy with Dwayne Wade's announcement on this on Ellen DeGeneres. And it brought up the nastiest parts of the internet.
Horrible. And
the nastiest parts of black culture, in my opinion, in general.
Horrible.
I really feel like this was horrible. Did you see any of this going down on the internet? How did you react to this?
Okay. So I'm going to say this because there's another topic I want to talk about later, too, in terms of that's similar on this subject. Internet, I'm disappointed.
As woke as we've been.
I'm disappointed, internet.
Very disappointed.
First and foremost, I'm not even going to get into the wokeness, right? This is Dwayne Tyrone Wade Jr., okay? This is Dwayne Wade. This is 3-time NBA champion, somebody who everybody loves, everybody respects, somebody who has never done anything bad in his life except have a child with, somebody he wasn't with at the time. But we're not going to put his allegations in the scene right now.
But he stepped up as a person. That's all that matters.
He is Dwayne Wade, who has always been the poster child for how you be a man, for how you be a leader,
how you be a father,
how you be a father later on in his career. Of course, he wasn't really he was a father when he started, actually, but he wasn't a father until he got more kids. They grew up. So
he matured as a person.
You saw the maturity in Dwayne Wade. And I'm not just saying as a Heat fan. Anybody who watches NBA for the last 20 years, they know Dwayne Wade is like poster child, top 10 players in the last 20 years, 3-time NBA champion. So
Campion.
It kills me because we just lost a very much similar great person in the NBA world. And it's like you would think because we lost somebody in that world, we would just give a little bit more respect and acceptance for somebody else similar in that world.
And we just respected somebody for being a stand-up father.
Yes.
And we just respected somebody for being a girl dad.
A girl dad. Thank you.
And somebody who took that later on in life really seriously.
Absolutely. In his later on careers when he retired, he made it fully focused on his family and being a father to his daughters. So it's like we came off of that a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden when Dwayne Wade has this with a daughter that we all saw was coming and forming into that transition, all of a sudden you want to be disrespectful and act like we didn't just come off of this loving environment.
Not to mention, every last one of y'all got gay members somewhere in your family.
Absolutely.
More than likely.
Either closeted or known. Absolutely.
More than likely y'all go to a church where that person, the choir director, or those people in the back are doing something in the back that you know.
Statistically.
That you don't know. The choir director might be straight up gay. We have gay friends.
It's the truth.
It's true.
So the fact that you act like this is foreign, this is brand new, this is something that's never been known or even in the entertainment light, which it has been, but you're going to act like it hasn't been, that's just disrespectful. But the number two thing that really baffles me is, like you said, as woke as we have come in 2020, as woke as we have really come.
What we've been fighting for.
What we've been fighting for equal rights, for people to just be accepting of all others. To live life happily, to be as open as you want to be. I saw so much negativity towards this man's daughter, and it really just hurt me because I'm like, first of all, we all saw it. We all knew that she was coming. But then the fact that he does it in a professional, mature way, he supports her at the LGBTQ parade. He talks about her on Ellen. He says it, on a platform like that. You get what I'm saying? Like
you're
good.
And to be able to, for that child to be that cognizant of who they are,
to be that confident
and be open to tell their father,
to be that amazing. Well, your father plays in one of the most masculine, need I say, misogynistic kind of esque sports. Mm-hmm. So for you to feel that confident to tell your father, about this thing that is the scariest thing that you could tell to anybody. Yes. Anybody in the world.
In the world. Period.
Anybody in the world. Like, I can't even imagine how hard it is to come out. I can't even imagine how hard it is to tell your father you don't feel like the gender you were assigned at birth.
Exactly.
That is incredibly scary. Like,
and come on, 12
this
years, that's
she's
middle
a kid.
school, elementary school.
You're in 6th grade, you're 12 years old. You turn 12 years old.
Yeah.
She's a child and you're that confident. Like, you see the interviews. I watched his retirement, Dwayne Wade's retirement. She's all up in there just having fun, like with the nails, like being proud. So I'm just like, yo, the fact that the internet really bashed Wade and his son and his daughter, for this, I was just very, 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 very disappointed. We've come too far in this world, and not only that, y'all just got off of this soapbox with a famous other person passing away. Keep that same energy, man. Like, that's just disrespectful.
Talking about we need to love everybody, love each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so many people were shook for literally still, though it's been about 3 weeks since it happened. So many people were shook. So many people were talking about how everybody was loving during that week. What about now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where you at now?
You brought up a great point. Girl dad was a trending topic. Shouts to L. Duncan from ESPN, who told the story of a girl dad. Everybody knew Kobe loved being a father to daughters. So the fact that all that energy happens, but then when you have Dwayne Wade's daughter come out and announce that she is a woman, all of a sudden everybody's mad about it. It gets me mad.
It gets you mad. I feel I'm going to let this last little post that I wrote about kind of sum up everything we talked about. I'm going to read it. Listen about this debate about D. Wade and his child is purely stupid.
Yes.
I don't give AF with the claps in there. It's his child. Let him parent how he wants to.
Yes.
The most important thing is we all make decisions, right? You parent your child and nobody cares how you do it till you cross the line. Let him do the same and respect him, his decision, and his child and their decision, because everybody wants to be self-determined. It's my own decision. I'm an individual. I can make decisions, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Got to respect everybody's individual decision, right? Stop letting what people, these celebrities, do affect you personally. And because they do not speak for me, the black community, or you at large, nobody says what they do sets a standard for what you do in your home.
That's beautiful.
Put away the soapbox. Don't at me.
That's perfect, man.
I think it's more, not just even that. I feel like it needs to be understood that if you want individual rights for you to live your life, for me to live my life,
let somebody else live their life.
Live their life.
It's such a simple concept. If you want individualistic rights for you to be you, why you got a problem with somebody else being them? Like, straight up, I don't care what the issue is. If you want to be you, you need to understand you got to let everybody else be them.
And it goes even further to just, I even see religion this way. Like, you want to worship how you want to worship?
Go for it.
Stop worrying about the Muslims worshiping how they want to worship. Like, there's Muslims here. So you want to be a Christian. Let them live.
I've said this before. One of my favorite comedians has a famous bit, Eddie Griffin, where he talks about how the Muslims worship Allah. The Christians worship Jesus. The Jesus worship this. Jews worship this person. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. You know, everybody's talking about, this is my messenger. This is my messenger. Yeah. And he's like, F the Messiah. Did you get the message?
Exactly.
Straight up. Like, why are you worrying about what other people are thinking about? Just focus on what you and what your goal is, what your motive is, what your message is. Shouts to Robert Cherilus, I believe, in the chat.
What up, Pooh?
He said something really, 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 really beautiful. He said, to tell the world something that is very intimate between his family, and then to only get such a negative response is so sad. And again, we bring that up, like, to come out as that, to announce that you feel a different gender
at that age is insane.
Amazingly strong. I'm like getting goosebumps because I'm just happy that you're that confident and you're that strong within yourself. And to do that on a platform where you know your father's going to support you, for your father to support you, and then for everybody just to show their negativity, their homophobia, their transphobia, disgusting.
It's disgusting. And the thing is, when you let that person live their life, they're not really going to affect you too much. And the fact is, I've seen more toxic posts from black men over this whole situation. Oh, not my child. Oh, such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, it's not okay.
Nah.
It's not okay.
Not at all.
You have to, if you're doing a job, you want to raise a strong black man, you got to let that child become a man first, want to be a man, and then you show him how to be a man.
We say this because I mean it's prevalent in the black community. It's prevalent in the West Indian community. We talk about that. We talk about that all the time, man. People joke about these types of things like it's nothing, and I'm just like, you're joking a little bit too far, cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So we talk about this because it's important and it's very prevalent, man. But yeah, I was disgusted, man. I was just very like a mother, like a West Indian mother. I was real disappointed.
Real disappointed. Let me chups at you.
Yeah, you gotta suck your lips one time.
And I'll be real with you. There's probably some posts on my Twitter or something back in the day where I was kind of being ignorant and hard-headed. But the most important thing that you do is evolve as a person.
You have to grow, and this is why we talk about the cancel culture so much. Like one of the words that I have 100% stopped saying for years now is gay in a negative way. That's so gay. Like, we grew up understanding that was such a negative word.
And it was a different time.
And it was a different time. I mean, when you grow up in the culture where rappers and people say no homo, like, that's something to where it's just normal. But then
people
you grow up
doing it.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying. They haven't evolved. They haven't grown. You can cancel those people, but don't live in the cancel culture because there's people who made mistakes in their past, but they grow. They understand what was wrong and they don't do that again. So if be in that light, if you made the mistake even right now and said something bad about Dwayne Wade's daughter, okay, understand where you were wrong, apologize for it, and move forward as a human being. But the fact that it's 2020 and we still doing this off of what just happened in this country, nah. Too much negativity for that. Dwayne Wade, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of your daughter. Shout out to you for doing that.
Shout out to Zaya.
Shout out to Zaya for doing that as well. I'm happy for them, man.
And I'll even say this even further. Just because Zaya is in this world, just because there's other trans individuals in this world, does not mean it's your responsibility to not just to it's your responsibility to let them live and be around you, but don't feel bad about not wanting to be in relationships with them. They have to live life and find their own relationships going forward, right? So them being and existing in the world does not mean you're obligated to have to date them, right?
No.
Their job is to live and exist, and if they find love, they find love.
Let them do you.
Let them do them. And for the trans community, be free.
Please.
But as an individual who is heterosexual, right?
Yes.
Understand that it's my job to accept you as a person.
Yeah.
But it's not my job I don't have to be attracted to you.
No, not at all.
And the only thing about it is, that's it. As individuals, it's my job to accept you as an individual.
Yeah.
But nobody has to see you as a woman because it's their individual decision to see you how they want to see you.
And I think most people in the community understand that, but nobody from our community articulates it like that. Yeah. They just end up being phobic about it and just end up just being standoffish about it. But it's like, bro, just accept it. Accept that you're not attracted to it. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and you can be friends.
That's it. Talk. Yeah, like that's it. Like honestly, so it's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm very the fact that they got to be this disrespectful. Real kind of similar in that light. There's a wrestling group called AEW. It's kind of like the side WWE thing.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, he's a big famous wrestler. He started that company, and a lot of old, like kind of washed up wrestlers are there.
Y2J's up there.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's on there. Yeah. A lot of just old wrestlers are on there. Jim Ross is actually commentating on, like, that's how old it is. They actually had Nyla Rose, who is a woman wrestler. She's the first woman transgender wrestler. Mm-hmm. They actually had her win the women's title last night. They had Nyla Rose win the title last night, and she is the first transgender woman wrestler. So the internet did the same exact thing. They just tore her down. They're like, how are you going to have a woman transgender person win the women's title? So it's crazy. And to be honest, she is not a petite woman. She's a little bit of a bigger wrestler. So
I have a caveat to that.
What's up?
So my caveat as an athlete.
Yes.
I do feel that it's not right for transgender women to compete against natural born women. If you want to, you can make a whole new race category for them. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
I just think biologically, no matter how many hormones you take, it's impossible. But I still do see them as women.
I will say this. I don't
This
know.
This got real deep, by the way.
No, I mean, that's on you. You did that to yourself.
No.
I don't think I know enough information to
Scientifically
to provide an answer to say if yes or no. Just based off my personal opinion, I say yes. I don't care. Whether it's hormones, whether it's not. To me, I look at it more as like what the sport is. And if it's wrestling, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's wrestling, fam. We talked about this last week as a metaphor. It's kind of it's fake, but you know that those people could really do some like body work and stunt doubles. Yeah, they can do suplexes and that stuff is real. It's the same thing with women. It's the same thing with men. So I
think mine come from like the track world. How like
so that's what I'm saying.
Weightlifting world, like strength.
That's where
different.
That's where I'm saying I don't know enough research. But the only way I would say no is because it depends on the type of sport.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I think that's why they haven't. Even they still separate WNBA and NBA. People have always asked for years, why don't we just mix it with women and men? So, just being honest,
straight up,
there's a lot of WNBA players that ball on some of these players that I see in the NBA. Yeah. So, my point is, I get that controversy.
Yeah, this is a little tight.
I get it, maybe. But to me, when I saw that, I was like, bro, this is wrestling. Like, when I grew up watching WWF back in the Attitude Era, they had this
Anybody can get it.
They had this thing called intergender tag team match. Yeah. Meaning it would be a guy and a girl versus a guy and a girl. And damn sure they would have the guy and the girl fight a bunch of times. And Trish Stratus would be whooping ass on that. So I'm just like, yeah, that shows empowerment. If anything, that breaks the equality or the segregation or whatever it's called. So my point is, like, I think it's good. I think it's to me, it's a great marketing move by AEW because WWE ain't doing that.
Well, WWE is very, let's say, traditional.
Yeah, absolutely. Their market is very Alabama,
especially when
hillbilly.
Especially when they ingested the WCW, which was Ted Turner's company.
Yeah, it was Ted Turner. Ted Turner is like white of white. You know what I'm saying?
So they ingested that same fan base.
ECW, which was even whiter. Yeah, Paul Heyman's campaign was like the dirty white. So, no, you're right.
We love you white people, by the way.
Yeah, we just saying facts.
We love all our fans.
Go to WWE show. We stay in facts. But it's a great move on them to do this. But it's the same disgusting stuff, if not more disgusting stuff that I saw from, like, I guess wrestling fans against this woman.
Well, it's different because that particular wrestler, she has to endure that face to face.
Yeah.
In the ring.
Yeah.
Confront it and still do her job.
And that's where I think is the lack of sympathy and lack of empathy. We're just talking about what you want. Oh, I don't want to see a transgender woman champion.
Just watch her wrestle.
But watch her wrestle. Look how great she is as a wrestler. You know what I mean?
And you're not the person who's wrestling her.
Yeah, you're not, and you probably
won't be.
Yeah, you probably lose. Like, so it's just disgusting. Though. Like, I'm telling you, I've seen the worst and worst. We're not even gonna go through some of the examples of how bad it is. But like the fact that it's 2020 and we still see the worst examples. It's horrible. It's really bad. Your boy Robert also chimed in and said, minorities are not that woke. When it comes to understand masculinity does not equal being a man. Being LGBTQ doesn't mean you're not a person. Respect who they are, we, she, or he is. Yeah. I love that. I'm actually doing the safe zone verification at my job, which is to be verified to be working with LGBTQ plus people. And one of the things they talk about is pronouns, how people are too tied to their pronouns. Yep. Get rid of pronouns. Just call them what they are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Their name. Yeah. So I appreciate that, man. Respect who they, he, we, she, whatever.
And so to Robert's next point, some of these natural born women are jacked. So being trans, that's not always an advantage.
It's absolutely true.
But
absolutely true.
If you look at, the data does show, when you look at a bike racer who is a transgender bike racer versus a natural born woman trans racer, he's been dominating the bike racing sport because he's physically bigger, physically stronger. So it depends on how into the sport they are. And it can say it's so. I'm not trying to negate what you're saying, Rob, Pooh. You my brother. I'm gonna keep calling you Pooh. Not trying to negate what you're saying, but I just feel like it's very nuanced in how we need to understand how science intersects with gender and actual sport.
And I think that's
it's very nuanced. We have to do more research.
And that's exactly where I stay. I can't say anything really definitive. I could only say my opinion, which is like he said. I would think of something like that. I've seen some jacked women. I'm seeing some women who are 5'5", 185. You know what I'm saying? Like jacked women. So again, I can't comment on that. I do think we're still doing the research, but the fact that we could sit here and have that moment and that pause to say, let's not, really bash it and go against it versus everybody who act like they have the research. Yeah. They're like, oh, I know it's not. All the genes are still in there. They're still a man technically, so they shouldn't do it. And it's like, bro, you don't really know. Like until your Twitter rant and your degree in master's and PhD in medical genealogy or whatever it is, that's the only time I'll give you credit for it. Yeah. But most of the people who are ranting are 40-year-old dudes that live in their grandmother's trailer. And haven't had that experience. I think the difference with me is that I come from a background of strength and conditioning. Yeah, it's different when you're in sports. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'm seeing it from a different 100% different when you're in sports.
But I understand the nuance to the conversation.
Yes.
So that's the difference. I totally accept that they need to be represented.
But you've been in sports, so you can see.
There's a different angle.
And as an athlete, you got to defend that point of view. Yeah. So I'm not bashing that, but I am bashing all the goddamn people that.
And I've had women who are faster than me. So straight up. I've had women who are stronger than me. Like I'm not scared to say that.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. As an athlete, you do have to defend it because you're from that point of view. You could see where the conundrum is. But most of those people are athletes that are complaining, and most of those people can't come to what we say to where there's not enough research, y'all. There's really not enough research on this transgender playings in sports. So stop bashing it and stop giving these people negativity because what you don't realize is these people who have went through a very intimate and personal change, you are giving them the most negative light for absolutely no reason but your own insecurities.
And you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to love them.
Not at all.
Accept them.
Yeah.
Just let them be.
Yo, in the words of Kevin Hart, do you, boo-boo?
Facts.
Do you? I don't care.
All right, bro. We done spent a long time on that conversation.
This is some good conversation.
Great conversation.
You know what I'm saying? We needed it.
if you like the conversation, please retweet, repost.
Yes.
Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play.
Yes.
Please stay tuned, and we're gonna have really dope conversations coming up so soon.
Absolutely.
Listen, we've never really got a full other part of the conversation of B2K.
Okay.
About Raz B has talked about Omarion and Lil Fizz situation.
Yes, he did.
So I'm going to play a little bit of audio who I've gotten queued up this time.
I like it.
A little bit of the audio.
Okay.
Right here.
Let me check this out.
A little bit of his take that's posted on IG.
Raz B.
Okay, why is this not working?
And seeing what was going on between Lil Fizz and April, who is the mother of Omarion's children.
Yes.
Yeah, that whole thing is just, that whole thing right there in itself is like, I don't know what the hell that is. I think I don't know what the hell that was.
Right.
I don't know if that was Mona Scott and just them TV. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even believe it to be a real thing?
I mean, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Because I stayed away from it, but it did. I mean, there was something there. There was a lot going on that I didn't know about, but I know those two particular guys since we were kids.
Yeah.
Damn. It was always something with some girl.
Fighting over a girl.
Yeah, and then I remember Fizz got his solo deal first, and then he got into his solo album, and Amar got... They always had something. I don't know what...
So, with that little bit...
Okay.
By the way, this is posted. I'm getting this from Vlad TV.
Shouts.
This is actually on DJ Ace. DJ... That's Ace, right?
Yeah.
ACE. He's a DJ for BBC Extra, One Extra. Their actual... radio thing they got going on. Everything's pretty much tied in the BBC in England.
Yeah, BBC's all out there.
So this is him having Raz B on the show to talk about the issue. So from that little clip, what did you get from it?
That Lil Fizz been doing this.
Yeah, Lil Fizz is that guy.
Lil Fizz been doing this.
Lil Fizz is the guy who y'all boys.
Y'all boys.
You gotta watch your girl.
But no, not even watch your girl. As soon as you break up with your girl, he's sliding them DMs.
Sliding the DMs.
He like, dang, how you doing? Or not even.
How we do you like that?
Give you about a month of breaking up. Don't comment on nothing. Then start coming up with them heart eye emojis on one of your stories. You post a good selfie. You coming back.
I think Fizz is the guy who's been in the DMs the whole time.
True.
And you didn't know about it.
Ooh, that's even worse.
It's even worse.
It's even worse. I'm not going to lie. That example that we stated, how you wait a month and then you do the heart eyes emoji, that was a little bit of me. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, sometimes I do. You know what I'm
personal.
saying?
Look,
just saying. Hey,
but the thing, I'll be real with you. Trini, wait a month. You good.
That's a month, right? Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's the same logic
and even if you talk to your boy, like, bro, like, no.
Well, you supposed to talk to your boy. So to anybody's exes that I have slept with, let me just set the bar right now. I waited a month, at least.
No, he ain't never told you.
If I never told you, I'm sorry.
Did they ever know?
Now they do.
Now they do.
Did you? No, wait. Time out. Did you just smash or have a full blown relationship?
Oh, nah. Just smash.
Okay, that's different.
Just smash.
That's different. If it's a fling, that's different.
Nah, straight up, just smash. Nah, I ain't. Nah.
Trini, man.
Weird
Trini.
boy. Hey, man.
Wild boy.
Hey, man. I'm Trini to the bone. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
I'll be real with you. I'm gonna tell you how I was in high school. Right?
Okay.
In high school, I was always really quiet, really chill. So for some reason, these girls like that.
Yeah.
But it's like one of the things. Like I was always like, "Oh, I'm just playing football. I ain't worried about y'all."
Yeah, you know true. But they love that. You focus.
They loved it.
Yeah, you focus.
So every end of the year, somebody's girlfriend want to break up with them and try to attach themselves to me.
Just to show them off.
And I'll be like,
"You the good rebound."
I'm like, "All right, I'm chilling."
You the prospect football star.
Yeah,
ain't nobody gonna mess with you.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody mess with me. So I remember, bro, I had one guy. I'm gonna say his name. My man,
please don't.
My man Dorian. Dorian Donald. Right?
Dorian.
I love him to death. But this is junior year. They ain't even together no more. So it don't matter no more.
Yeah, he's still thinking about it though.
Yeah, he probably still pissed. But we was in school, and then his girl at the time. I already said his name. Girl name's Zaya, right?
Damn.
Dropping bombs.
Putting all the shots out.
All the business out
Let's
there.
do it. No cap.
No cap. She started feeling me out of nowhere.
Dang.
And somehow they broke up and she started wanting to hang out with me. I don't know why. I'm just this quiet guy who plays football, goes to school, plays violin on the weekends, little Renaissance man, if you will.
Yeah.
Man, tell me why. Darian comes to me, bruh, you ain't going to go out with her. You're like, bruh, she chosen, dog.
Ooh.
I was straight rude. But the thing why I did it was because I knew she was gonna go back to him anyway.
And she did?
Yeah, because I didn't take it seriously.
Dang, man.
Oh, can I hang out with you? Can I go to your church? Yeah, come to my church. What's up?
Dang, and they was together after that?
Yeah.
Dang, that's
so the whole thing. My whole thing was, even though it was a rebound situation, I never took any of these girls seriously enough to worry about Darian in this situation or any other person.
I get you.
Getting super mad. I'm real. It happened in high school. I'm not saying this is my whole game.
Yeah. You good now. You got a girl now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You a grown man now.
But I think the most important thing is when you're in those situations, Darian came to me about it. I'm like, yo, bro, she chooses. So choosing.
Your boy Rob, or Bobby as he like to say he's called, he said Trini is messy, you can't smash the homie's ex.
Trini,
you know man. All right, so we only got a couple minutes left on the show, so I can't really go into details as to how I could explain that is actually not that bad. I can say that it's a homie of a homie for one of them.
Okay, so it's not that close
for one of them. For another, I could say that it was like a solid 6 months to a year. For another one, I could say
they were apart for 6 months or a year.
No, I waited 6 months for a year after they broke up. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
That's not bad.
That's not bad. For another one,
my boy's probably in a whole different relationship.
And because I'll be honest with you, I'm insecure about that. I'm not gonna lie. Not that any of my boys are like that, but I'm that guy. So I'm like, dang, I'm not the guy that cakes with your girl or anything like that. No, I'm very respectful, but I look back on it, I'm like, damn, there's definitely some women who after they have done a relationship,
you have
something
a lot of
happened.
Eskimo brothers, no?
I got Eskimo family, bro. I'm gonna start a reality show called the Eskimo Trini D Family.
Oh my god!
You're gonna see Eskimo bro, Eskimo cuz, Eskimo.
But the
auntie.
thing is, it's like you coming to them to break the news.
Yeah, I'm starting a heist. I'm I need all my Eskimo brothers. But I mean, yeah, it might be messy. I've never done it to where I've specifically waited and I can't wait till they break up or whatever. But we bring this conversation up because this was a big thing with the Omarion and Fizz situation, man. This ended pretty much him on the tour. So the fact that it B2K and all that was really a big change from this Millennium Tour. That's a huge deal for the culture. Now that we get this from Raz B,
we got some more clarity.
Who's been around, like you said, since day one. So he said that, Fizz is like that. So I guess in this situation, I'm Fizz.
Oh, man.
I'm that dude that's going to cause the tour of all my famous boys to get messed up because I smashed the homies.
Oh, God.
Dang, man.
But no. The problem with Fizz is it's not even that he smashed. It's the fact that he's hardcore wifing her.
Yeah. And it's not even just the girl. Not to also make myself look more comfortable. I never smashed nobody's baby mama.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I never even tried, bro. That's
the first thing is first off, it's his ex, which is bad enough.
Yeah.
It's baby mom.
Baby mom, yeah.
It's insane.
And you acting really, really lovey-dovey, like you trying to be a Instagram couple.
Yeah,
so,
it's like trying to throw it in his face. That's why you ain't got no money, Fizz.
It's disrespectful. I don't ever throw that in my boy's face, Bobby. I don't ever tell him.
That's first class ticket to getting punched.
And second of all, they ain't even know until they watch this show, Thursday Night School.
We love you, Thursday Night School, every Thursday.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Definitely. Before we get out of here, we want to let everybody know, of course, once again, Rum Jungle this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Hood Celebrity. Shouts
to our boys that came in. Castro's Finest, Plugged In That. We appreciate y'all reaching out. We got to network and keep the plugs going, man.
Definitely. Shouts out to those Orlando artists who will be on the show. So before we get out of here, we're going to drop some names of some notable albums coming out this weekend.
New music.
I'll be dropping the first couple episodes of Fly at Night reviews. Eventually, you're going to start seeing Trini on Fly at Night review. He'll do his own reviews on there too as well. So we'll be able to balance off some reviews for music artists. So I'll tell you right here, this is on my note. We have A Boogie with Artist 2.0.
Okay.
And that's really one I'm really checking for. We have Suicide Boys, Curtis Roach, Lou Will, Marlo, and Boozy Badass, and Mo3 having a collab album. That's the reason why I'm bringing up Artist 2.0 because it's a part of a series.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Boogie's crazy big now, man. He's definitely built up his fan base. So I'm definitely trying to see what the Boogie with the hoodie's doing, man.
Definitely want to know who's on this album before we get out of here. Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh, that's the collab that you needed, bro.
We know we needed that. We didn't need.
Didn't know you needed it.
Exactly. We got the baby on here.
That's a given. I mean,
another collab that we needed, but we didn't know we needed.
Who?
Him and Roddy Ricch.
Oh man. Again, go support Roddy Ricch. Still got the #1 album.
Number 1 single.
If you are not walking around doing the then you ain't part of the culture right now. You ain't part of the culture. Everybody I know is doing that.
You're not hip hop.
You ain't hip hop.
Facts. Another collab we knew we needed, but we didn't know we needed.
What's
him
up?
and Young Thug.
Now that one I'm very, very excited to see. Another one I didn't even know, man. Him and Khaled, not DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah, that's definitely good. It's gonna be a smooth one.
Oh, super smooth.
They already worked together on one of Khaled's songs.
Really?
Yeah, he had there's a pop song of one of his that I don't know why they didn't really push that song where I wanted it to be. It was a really good summer song. I just never heard it on the radio as much.
Oh, you're talking about Right Back.
Yeah.
They had a video for it. You're right. I've seen it.
It was never.
And it was them dancing in the summer, looking all summer fields.
I don't know what happened to it.
I don't know, man.
It was you've heard it, right?
Yeah. I've seen the video and everything.
It was perfect.
Very good summer vibe feels.
It never hit the radio.
Maybe just never took off. Both of those artists at that time were very much in the similar boat of coming up.
Yeah.
I don't think both of them. This was 2018. This was they weren't really that big back then.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
This is hoodie season came early 18, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And hoodie season did very well. I guess it kind of died off, and that they were expecting him and Khaled to kind of bring that right back up.
And this was from
ironically right back.
This was from his Free Spirit album, which was early last year. So it just at that point they weren't as big as they are now. Now you see Khaled on headlining festivals and stuff like that. And the Boogie is just becoming that rapper. So I'm very happy to see this album, man. This is gonna be dope. Shouts to them, man.
And definitely the last person we're gonna have on here that I really want to hear from him and Summer Walker. A big feature for Summer Walker and him. Just this whole album, I'm really looking forward to because, like we said,
that's crazy.
Last year, his album stuck.
Yeah,
and it throughout the year,
it didn't die out. People played it for months after, man. And you're right with the Summer Walker and the Baby collabs. You getting the mainstream waves now.
Yeah.
You really doing what you're doing. I'm proud of him, man. Shouts to BX in the building. We just had some other Northeasterners up here too. So that's gonna be a good one, man. Shouts to Boogie.
But definitely, that's the main album that's coming out this weekend.
That's the only one, man. I'm telling it sticks. So
it's the only album that we personally, honestly, both of us really care about.
Straight up.
But definitely, I just want also real quick for this weekend, please do check out the Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats collab album.
Nice, yes.
I know you're South.
Gotta support my boy Denzel.
8 tracks of straight fire, by the way.
I got to. Kenny Beats too. I gotta support them.
Yeah, definitely. But everybody, thanks for tuning in to Thursday Night School. Of course, it's me, your host, DJ Spot of the Don. Make sure you find us on all social platforms.
Yes.
Drop them for us real quick.
We on Spotify. We on Google Play. We on Apple Podcasts. We on YouTube. And now we on Instagram. So follow us on all that. Just type in Thursday Night School. That's Thursday, Knite, school. And then also you can follow us on our platforms. Follow me at DJ Trini D. You can also follow my boy where at?
At DADON DJ SPYDA the Don DJ Spider. This has been another edition of Thursday Night School. I'm with my boy DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D, and this has been a beautiful episode of Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in. Much love, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.